Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and show you how to set up for the first time this Roborock Qrevo Master Robot Vacuum Cleaner. So this will vacuum and mop your house at the same time. I've taken everything out of the box. Let's see how to put it all together. So we got the two mop pads here. We've got a cable, extra dustbin bag. It comes with one already installed. So it's already installed right there. To take that out is very simple, but you're not going to have to do that for about 2 months after you've been using it. Push that all the way in. Here's what the door looks like. It's got a nice seal. Make sure you put it in and the Roborock is upright. So we've got this ramp. So you're going to have to snap this ramp into place. Line it up and it should be nice and flush. There was a sticker right here. Remove that sticker. This is the base unit. So once in a while you are going to have to take this out and clean it. Now it looks kind of complicated. It looks like we got some scrapers here that are going to scrape and help clean the brush rollers. A little drain area here. Looks like some gears. There's the tube that's going to suck up the dirty water. There's where it's going to charge the robot, and it's going to fill the water tank up inside the robot right there. Then it's going to auto empty the robot. This has a dustbin in it, and it's going to auto empty everything into this dustbin. So let's put this back together. It is very simple to put back together. And you just slide it in. That little tube will go right into its place, and this snaps into place. We do have an indicator light to let us know when we have power. This is the clean water tank, and this is the dirty water tank. We can tell that from that symbol like here. So you're going to fill this up with just clean water. Now you can add a little bit of Roborock solution. So you have to add the solution to the clean water every time you fill it up. I add about 2 capfuls or about 2 dabs. Okay, so let's put, you're just supposed to put tap water in there. You're not supposed to put hot water. So about 2 dumps. Now this is the dirty water tank. It does have a little float in here. Once in a while you will have to clean this out to help prevent odor, but this is where all the dirty water is going to go after it's cleaning the mop pads. Okay, so you're going to take the cord and you're going to plug it in right here. So it goes like here. The prongs look like this. And make sure you plug it in all the way. Yeah, push it in all the way. That should be almost flush like that. Now there's not a power switch on the back, but this cord is 6 feet long. It is kind of stiff and looks like rated output 120 volts, 60 hertz. When it's dust collecting, it's 6 amps. When it's hot water mop washing, it's 12 amps. And just on a normal charging, 1 amp. Again, this cord is kind of stiff and it's 6 feet long. Okay, I plugged it in. We do have a light red because I got the tanks out, but I did hear like a little gear down here for just a little bit. Okay, I got the clean water tank filled up. Let's put it in. Dirty water tank's empty. Now my light is white. Let's take a look at the actual robot. Now I'm setting this robot up on my table, but you're going to be putting it on the floor up against the wall. And it does need to be about 1 foot clear on either side of it. All right, let's go over some measurements. That's about 13 inches. Front to back, you're looking at about 19 inches. Just that ramp is about 9 inches. Now overall, the unit is 20.5 inches, but it looks like you do have to lift these up, you know, about another, so almost the entire width, the length of the bottle. So about another 9 inches, you have to be able to lift it up above it in order to get these out. All right, overall the robot is 13.5 inches. Let's see how tall it is. So the LiDAR navigation is 4.25 inches tall. Now this does have a camera on the front. It's off by default, but it does say that to protect your privacy, images are captured by reactive AI for obstacle avoidance, are processed on board and immediately deleted. So let's take the sticker off. Yeah, it's got a really cool looking sensor and a light on the front. We have the bumper technology. We've got 2 buttons, a home button and a power button. LiDAR navigation, that's very important. There's going to be something spinning underneath there. So we always want to protect this LiDAR. If you're turning it upside down, kind of protect it, don't bump it. We do have a side brush. When you're unboxing this, there was some plastic kind of wrapped around there, and when I was pulling it off, it kind of grabbed the arm. So be careful when you're taking the plastic off. Another sensor here. Around back, that's where it's going to charge. This is where it's going to fill. This has an internal water tank, and it'll take that clean water that has the Roborock solution already in it, and it will pump it in here. That way when it's mopping, it's spraying water down on top of the mop pad to get it wet. All right, this is the auto empty port. That's just a little flapper that everything's gonna come out here. Take this little cover off. This is removable with magnets. This is the dust bin. There's a QR code here. This is when you're gonna set it up. You'll scan that with your phone. Here's the actual dust bin. Everything, it's gonna vacuum, everything's gonna go in here. And at the end of the job, everything will get sucked out this trap door right here. There is a filter here once in a while. It looks like we are gonna have to clean this filter. Yeah, just pull it off. Here's what it looks like, and it's a filter is inside this plastic piece. So you can blow this off with air and then wash it in soap and water and then let it dry. And it dries really quick in the sun, so make sure you let it dry. There's like a O-ring inside. Now this all comes assembled. I'm taking it apart for demonstration purposes. Looks like there's two little ears that go in over here. Now this flat side goes towards that. And that's what those ears will fit into. Now there's another seal here. So that now when you put this in here, we're gonna click it into place. Make sure it clicks. Nice and flush, nice and flush. Everything's lined up perfectly. When you drop it in, this is down just right. Okay, now to the bottom. It does have, one of the mop pads can move out to the side. Now, it doesn't matter which one you put where. These are the same. Once in a while, you will have to replace these, and you can put these in your laundry to help kind of freshen them up a little bit. But they're just held on there with Velcro. Again, the robot is going to spray some solution out these holes right here and here to wet the mop pad. And it can raise and lower these mop pads. And these are just, you just simply slide in. They got like a little magnet that holds them in. But the robot can raise these up and down because it has a carpet sensor. Right here, there's a carpet sensor. We do have double rollers, drive wheels, and again, here's the side brush. Again, there is an electric arm that moves that in and out. So don't mess with that too much. Let the robot do the work with that. We've got fall-off sensors. These are little windows that will need to be cleaned so it won't fall down your stairs. All right, let's take a look at double roll. Press these two red buttons. Now something that was interesting that says caution sharp blades. I didn't see the sharp blades on the inside. But here's the two rollers. They're color coordinated, red, black. They can only go over a certain spot. These rollers, again, this all comes assembled, just taking it apart. These ends do come off on both of them. They're all rubber. They're kind of soft. They've got like a little stiffer one, little shorter one, and then kind of a softer one. They both have the same. But they turn opposite directions so that they're bringing everything into the robot, taking everything into the dust bin. Put the gear icon in, and then the square, like a hexagon icon in. They fit over there. Take this, here's what this looks like. Put the ears in up front, and snap it into place. Now, again, this is all assembled, but you will have to work on these once in a while. That's why I'm showing you. It is nice that most everything's assembled. We just had to put the mop pads on. Okay, I've got it where it's gonna be. This is where it's gonna be so it can map my house. I've got it plugged in. And I don't have to turn the robot on, but I can just store it and it turns it on. You'll hear charging. That one kind of goes out, and these are going to come on. So I did buy this robot, the Master. I bought both of these. That's the Pro. This is the white one's the Master. I bought it for $1,600. Wow, that's a lot of money. The Pro, yeah, the Pro. No, this is the Master. The Pro over there, it's like $800. It's an amazing robot. I will be comparing these two, and I am noticing quite a few differences. I didn't think there would be this many differences, but it's pretty amazing. They're both Qrevos. The white one's the Master, the black one is the Pro. Now, they both come in both colors. I just bought them so I could tell them apart. So again, I did buy this with I bought these with my own money, and I was not paid for this video, but I do use links. So I'm an Amazon affiliate. If you click on the links underneath the video, the product won't cost you anymore, but I will get a small commission from the sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. That way I can do these honest reviews. You know, I don't know anything about this Master yet. I did a video on the Pro. It's an amazing vacuum cleaner. So just spoiler alert. But yeah, I'll have to use this one. But right now, this is just the setup. So I thought I would walk you through the setup as I go through the setup. Okay, so you will need the Qrevo or the Roborock app. And you will need to log in with a username and password. Click the little plus button up here. You got to allow access to your camera. We're going to scan that. See, it turned my camera on. We're going to scan that QR code that was earlier. So, okay, so turn the Q there. Just there. It got the QR code. Now we got to add device. We got to press and hold these two buttons here until I hear something.
Resetting Wi-Fi.
Okay, I'm going to say press I heard it and next. So select your Wi-Fi, but you got to give it permission for access, for location. Okay, here's a neat step. So the Roborock's gonna transmit a Wi-Fi. You have to hit join. So what happens is the Roborock is gonna transmit a Wi-Fi signal, and the app or the phone that you're using has to connect to that Wi-Fi signal. That's what I just gave access. So you may have to manually go in and join it in the Wi-Fi settings. This seems to be working normal. I have had this hiccup sometimes. And then it should transfer the tablet back to normal Wi-Fi. I mean, it's working so far. You're looking for 3 check marks here. All right. I'm sure there's an update. And the update will probably take 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. We got to agree. Okay, there is some important things in this quick start. So hit the next. It talks about, so I have pets in my house. If you have multi-level, now's the time to select it. But you can go back into settings and select multi. Apply carpet boost, that is checked. Do not disturb, make sure that's on. These things will start in the middle of the night. Map saving, I don't know why this is not on default. On, turn that on or it won't save the map and you can't. That should be just, I don't know, that should be on. Yep, of course, new firmware. So we got to update the firmware. I'll let you know how long it takes. I do turn auto update on, so hopefully it'll do it in the middle of the night. And so when you're doing these updates, you do have to leave the app open. Don't close the app. And we're up to about 8 minutes right now. Yeah, that cord that plugs in the back, it shows that it has some cord storage, but it doesn't store. It won't fit into the place that it says to store it. I wish that cord was at a 90-degree angle when you plug it in also. Okay, so it's all done. You got to back out now. So now we're at the main screen. It comes with 58% charge. We don't have a map. We do need to do quick mapping. And so you do want to pick things up off the floor. Like I got this cart. I'll move this cart out of the way. No cords, cables. I'll open all the doors. And it's just randomly going to go around your house and map it. So try to stay away from it because you can affect the LiDAR. But just let it do its thing. It is pretty quick. Let's just give it a go.
Starting mapping.
All right. And it's really cool watching it develop the map. I mean, LiDAR, I don't know why everybody's not using LiDAR. This is beyond me. It seems like it's only going to get better, and it was already really good. Lots to look forward in this robot. Both arms move, dual brush roller, 10,000 pascals of suction, reactive AI, obstacle avoidance. This multifunctional cleaning deck. I've got lots to say, but oops, here I'm already getting in the way of it. That cleaning deck 2.0, it's fancier than we know. Getting ready to do the EcoVax T30S. This is the one with the vacuum. So I'll be doing an unboxing and review on it. So it does come with this little card. You're supposed to put this on top of the robot because these voice commands are pretty cool. So you got English and French, but there's lots of voice settings. Now, the one thing about this Hello Rock app is we'll be watching a movie. I don't hear those words being said, but we'll be watching a movie and all of a sudden the Roborock is like talking to us. I don't understand that command. So if it's in the room, it's like a room and a half away from our TV. It'll sometimes randomly start talking to you. Yeah, this is so cool. It's mapping my house in live. I mean, this is what they should all be. You'd be surprised how many are. And it's already up, already recognized my footwear. Okay, so right now the default is not to take pictures, I bet. And we'll have to go in. I'll go through all the settings on this. I don't know if I can. Schedule's very, very important. You're gonna want to put this on a schedule because it's easier to tell the robot to stop cleaning than to remember to tell it to start cleaning. And the app is so amazing as far as you can segregate so many different rooms you can make. So say you're like, oh, I'm always in this room on Sundays and Mondays, so don't clean this room on Sunday. But on these other rooms, you can clean those on Sunday. You can do that. You can tell it to clean certain rooms on certain days. And then if it's bothering you, just tell it to go home. Like if you're on a phone call and you're like, oh, it's vacuuming, I wish it wouldn't vacuum. Just in the app, tell it to go home and it won't clean that day. That's easier than remembering to tell it to clean. Thinking you're gonna hit the clean button or go in the app, open the app and tell it to clean. At least do once a week, entire home cleaning. That's the schedule I would start with. Okay, let's go on more floor care. Edit surface, we gotta wait for, some of the stuff I can't get into. Carpet setting. Default is rise. So I wanted to lift the mop pads when it senses carpet. You can have it avoid, ignore, or cross. Okay, so the flexi arm design extend cleaning is on. The cleaning is the brush. The mopping is the mop pad. So they got two extend flexi arms, they call them. Okay, this is important. Automatic re-mopping. When a dirt area is detected during mopping, robot will return to the dock for mop washing and double mop after. Yes. Okay, I gotta wait till it's in. Pet area deep cleaning. I think that's when it finds pet bowls and pet beds. Clean along. This is if you want to clean in a certain direction. So in the app, you can tell it I've got tile that goes in this direction and I only want it to mop in this direction. It helps avoid streaks. I think it's for hardwood floors that are real shiny, so it doesn't go the opposite direction and you can see the streaks. So if you have really shiny hardwood floors, I think that's what that's for. I've not had to use that yet. That's it. Dock settings. Mop washing frequency. Default is 15, or you can do by room. It's going to use a lot of water if you go down to every 10 minutes. If you find it's using too much water, maybe go to 20 minutes, but I'll leave it on the default right now. Washing mode, smart. It adjusts the water volume and duration of the mop. Washing base, you can do light, balance, deep. These things, once they feel like they have enough intelligence to where they can figure things out for you. Some of it works. Okay, water or mop washing. Room temperature, warm or hot? I'll leave it on hot. Smart, light, balance, max. So smart, these things may not auto empty all the time. I prefer, especially if you're new to using a robot and if you've never had one in your house, this thing's going to clean in areas that have not been cleaned very good because it can get under beds and stuff. So I recommend at least, smart, I guess. I don't know. I like max. I think the smart feature doesn't work very well on the dustbin emptying. Auto drying, you can turn that off. After it's done mopping or cleaning the mop, it's going to dry it for 3 hours. So we can change that to 2, 3. It's not very loud. Now, when you need to clean the tray, this is where you're going to go in to start. Whoops. Okay. So I didn't mean to press that, but when we need to clean the tray, you're going to go in and do that. I think it adds water and then sucks it out. Reactive obstacle avoidance. Obstacle photos off by default. Now this is up to you. It will take pictures. It will seem a little weird when it takes a picture of you because it'll be vacuuming and then it sees your shoe and then it takes a picture of you. So off by default, I turn it on just because I like to see what it does run into. Less collision avoidance. No, I can't change it, but you can do standard or more. I do have pet snaps. That's cool. So if you enable the photos, you have to agree, then you can do pet snaps. Oh darn it, I ended it. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to do. We'll see. I think it just is remapping all over again. Darn it. Oh well. So I guess you know not to go through the settings, well, just let it map. Normally I do just let it map because I'm like, okay, where were we? Reactive obstacle avoidance, I turned that on. Fill light is automatically, it's on by default. Pet snaps, I was trying to turn pet snaps on. Okay, let's see, we have remote viewing, we'll get it, you can turn this into like a robot. If you're 2-3 states away and you've got the Roborock app, you can activate the robot's camera and look. You can move it around your house and talk to things. And I just haven't used that yet. I mean, I guess it's a good feature. You're paying more for that because that is a lot of technology. AI lab, flexi arm, extend crevices. Identifies and extends the flexible side brush to clean crevices below appliance. Yes, I definitely want that on. Oh, I can't turn it on yet. So I gotta remember to do the mapping, then go through the settings. I'm sorry. Pin and go. I've never used pin and go. Remote. I've never used the remote control. I got like
Pause.
no. Yep. Okay, you do have the user manual. Takes you to a Roborock website. Product info. There's the name. Report logs. I've never used any of that stuff. Firmware updates. Device sharing. Device sharing is nice. I have done that with one other one. Okay, that did take about 10 minutes, but I do have a pretty big basement with lots of things for it to go around. So it's done mapping. Now it is an excellent map. It even took pictures of stuff because I turned that on. So let's go in. We need to edit this. Okay, so it's saving the map. Once the map is saved, we'll go in and edit. Okay, there it is. And it may divide up some different colors of rooms for you. I'm gonna do some, so click that little icon right there. Let's go edit room. First thing you wanna do is make your rooms first. So let's divide this room, and that has to be a solid line. So I like to have my kitchen divided, and you can pinch and zoom. There, as long as that's solid, click divide. There, it went in and did that. So you can merge rooms that needed merge. Let's divide this room now. There. But you gotta make sure it's a solid line. Now it's a solid line, okay. Now hit divide. It won't do it unless it's a solid line. Okay, let's go on and name some of these rooms. Select the name, that's the kitchen. Hit the check mark. This one, let's name it, that's the dining room. Hit the check mark, and so on. Name all your rooms. Okay, let's add some known, I already know there's some areas that it's going to struggle with, so let's add no-go zones. You can do invisible walls. Let's do an invisible wall first. I know over here, so it adds a line. I want to drag this, I know. And then you can make the invisible line smaller so it won't go past that line. So if you want to keep it out of a certain area, I know right there it struggles. So I will just hit the check mark up here. And let's do a square no-go. So I know also in the bathroom, they really struggle with really thick. So in front of our toilet, we got a really thick carpet. All robots struggle with that thing. It's really, really padded. So I'm gonna put a no-go zone there. Now you can add more later, and it may be best to see just where it gets stuck, but you can edit surface type. I suggest waiting on that. Let it clean your house. It's gonna identify all of the carpeted areas. And it's gonna give you suggestions for couch. I mean, I don't see the point in this. I do have a couch right here, and I can make the couch smaller. So I'm not sure exactly what this is doing, but after, yeah, so I do have the couch right there. So map, I can do 2D, there's 3D, floor type, yeah, that's just, We'll hold off on that. So you want this thing to work for a while. It's gonna develop things around your house the more it works. So we've kind of got the basic, the room dividing, the no-go zones. I don't necessarily play around with the furniture too much. So now let's go back to the settings. Click the settings, schedules, floor settings. We went through all of that. Automatic remop. Yeah, I want that on. I like that. Now, I don't know. I've been reading, and I don't know, because I learned on this something very valuable on the Pro. But the Master here, the white one, I have learned that these docks are smarter than we knew, because it can mop this room, and then when it goes back to the dock and cleans the mop pads, it can sense that water that's being sucked up into the dirty water tank, and it says, oh, I just sucked up a bunch of dirty water. Now go back and remop wherever that water came from. That's pretty important. And the black one over there does it. And it's only $900. No, $800. But this is a $1,600 one that does it also. But this one also talks about possibly having some kind of, it can see dirt on the floor. I don't know. They're not too descriptive with this. So it's down here in the description, the smart dirt detection. Here's the sensor in the dock. So it can sense the dirty water after it's being washed. Then it talks about remop, and it says you have to turn that on manually. But see how it says like there's intelligent dirt detection? Well, it looks like the robot is seeing that dirt. I don't know. I've got to figure that out. Now they got the rewash. While washing the mop, dirt detection accesses the dirtiness. So it sounds like it can rewash the mop. If the mop pads were super dirty, it can rewash it. So that's all we get. I mean, that's all we get on this. I have had to learn by, I mean, maybe I could dive into some forums or something, but they need to tell us more what these functions do. And while we're on the subject, so the manual it's not too bad, but it's got a lot of these letters, and you got to correspond those with this chart. So you get this really fancy chart, very intricate, but it's just like A2, well, it doesn't tell you what it is. It's just a chart. And kind of the directions, you got to go back and forth. So it's good, but it can be a little tricky. Okay, so again, sorry these end up being so long, but this is the setup, and they have so many apps, or so many buttons. Okay, did we do floor settings? Yes. We've got all that on. I did the automatic remote. No, none on the floor. Dock settings. It says it's got intelligent dustbin. I mean, I don't think so. I've never had good luck with it. I've had where it just doesn't empty it very often. High frequency. What's the high empty mode? Oh, the mode is. Okay, so I guess it can vary the suction, that it sucks everything out of the dirt bag or out of the dustbin. Again, more descriptive. We need more description on this stuff. Dock settings, got all that done. Okay, yeah, good. Reactive, this is where I did the pet snaps. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. If you've got a dog or a cat and the robot happens to be cleaning, it will take a picture if it sees your dog. Now, this will also avoid your pets. Yeah, this is good. The robot will be more cautious about obstacle avoidance. In this case, clean pet. Yeah. We couldn't do this. Just use standard. Okay. Maintenance. This is where it goes in. This is the filters. I find they say that filter can go 150 hours. That in the dustbin, I doubt it. I have not found that those are very accurate. They need to be about half that, in my opinion. The brush rollers are fine. Side brushes, sensors. They're always telling you to clean the sensors. Maybe does it. Yeah, 30 hours. Cleaning tray is normal. It can sense the clean. Now this is a docking station 3.0. And it's got scrapers in the bottom. Manage maps. So we're pretty well done. Yeah, okay. Okay, so what can we do? There's the video. I can have this turn it into a video. We won't do that right now. So I can do room cleaning, zone cleaning, routines. I have not done much routines. Perform a full vacuuming and full mopping for enhanced after meals. Deep clean, intensive sweeping. So these are, I've not done much with routines. They seem neat and I need to dive into them more. Oops. All right, need to go back. They're always wanting you to choose the smart plan. It's like their AI that it somehow can sense. I will choose it, I guess. But let's, so with the, okay, yeah, let's go click on this. Now this, I've got the smart plan chosen. This is where it kind of figures your house out and cleans it accordingly. I think it works halfway good. I've not tried it on this one yet, but I can do vacuum and mop. Now I can do balanced, turbo, max, water flow. I thought it said it had 32. It said it had 32 levels of mopness. Maybe that's when it's in smart plan. Okay, we can go 1, 2 times standard route or faster. So yeah, we can do just mopping. We can. So maybe it's under custom. No. Oh, there it is. So it's under custom, and it says 30 settings. So if you can really dial in the water, so let's go back here. Oh yeah, under custom you can really dial it in. Okay. Vacuum only, custom, you can customize each room accordingly. That's pretty neat. So you can say in the kitchen, I want heavy water usage and low suction. In this room, oh, I want low water usage but heavy suction. So that is really neat. It's just, there's so much you can do with these. I can't stress that enough. So typically I'll either do vacuum and mop or I'll do the smart plan. It needs to learn your house for that to work effectively for a while. Okay, let's have it clean the kitchen. You can do the smart plan still, even when you're doing single room cleaning.
Starting selective room cleaning.
All right, so it's going to wash the mop. And it's got to fill the robot up, so it's got to do a lot of work here. We'll watch the flexi arm. Again, that docking station is a 2.0. This is a 3.0. It's got that scraper arm. We can clean it in the app. Now I have tried, on that one over there, the Pro, I did try to measure the water temperature when it's washing the mop. It's just too hard to get the temperature probe in there with the mop spinning. I do see an elevated temperature. I don't see the 150 or 160 degrees that they talk about. I think the most I saw was like 90 something.
Resuming cleaning.
Okay, that took about 2 minutes. They normally undock themselves, spin in a circle. Oh, this one didn't spin in a circle. See, just when you think you know what's going on. Okay, there's that arm. Okay, I didn't break it when I unboxed it. I'm telling you, that plastic was wrapped around that arm. When I pulled that plastic, it pulled that arm, and it made me really nervous. There's your buddy. There's your friend. You'll be competing with him next week. So it looks like it's trying to do everything it's advertised. Now that brush roller is a distinctive. It sounds different. So the brush, you got 2 brush rollers, and they sound like they're hitting the floor a little bit. That's a different sound. I think that's going to be normal. That's got extreme obstacle avoidance. You pay for this. Obstacle avoidance is all about paying more. The sensors must be expensive. So it raising the mop pads, it boosted the carpet suction. Yeah, we may have to try you against the Eufy S1 Pro. That thing's been cleaning my house or this basement like crazy. I've been using it now for I think over a month, and I'm anxious to do the maintenance on it. So I will be doing a maintenance video because it's been really, really working hard. So I'm sure the inside is dirty. Now it's just going to go back and forth in the lines and clean the room. It shouldn't need to extend the flexi arm anymore. Just when it's going around the perimeter of the house or the room. Or if it gets next to a piece of furniture or something. And as always, in the app, we can see real time. I mean, this is so cool. This is LiDAR. Robots that have LiDAR do this. Roborock, Roomba doesn't do this. Shark doesn't do this. Shark at least has LiDAR. I love seeing the robot where it is. I mean, sometimes when it gets stuck, you can't find it, but you can look on the map. Okay, there it is. This is what they should all be. And they're not. I've got to do some videos that show more about this. See, there's the picture it took. There's my shoe. So I'm sitting in a chair and it saw the obstacle. So again, I turned that off. It was off by default. Now, as it cleans your house, it's going to identify more carpet. See how it's making those squiggly lines? Because it's got a carpet sensor. So it's going to update the map. That's why I said, let's don't do the set. I've done that before where I go in and tell it exactly where the carpet is. I have not found that to be very useful. Let the robot figure out where all the carpet is. That seems to be the most useful. It's like it just knows where it is. Okay, let's go over everything on the box. Self-cleaning, hot water mopping, hot air drying. We'll check that at the end. Auto dust, auto tank refill. I've never been able to do this fast charging. I just haven't had the time to sit down and figure that out. Flexi arm, dual brush roller, 10,000 pascals of suction. Yeah, the Hello Rocky. Again, they don't go much into this. Multifunction self-cleaning dock, intelligent dirt detection. So it must just rewash the mop and then tell it to go back and re-mop that area. Video calling, check in on those at home by video calling, reactive AI, 10mm lifting. So interesting, the AI is telling it to go, it went one way and now it's going the other way. I didn't tell it to do 2 passes. You're gonna notice right away that distinctive sound. It's like a flutter. It doesn't sound bad, but it sounds different than normal Roborocks with single brush rollers. That double brush roller is going to be, it is a little bit louder. Then I like how that ring is a status ring. As your task gets more complete, it's going to get fuller. Just little things I like. And I love this. So if you've got it cleaning the entire house, and then you're like, I'm in the living room watching TV, like I don't want to cancel the job, but I want it to go away. You can tell it to skip an area. I love that part. And you can add an area. You could be like, it just cleaned the whole house, it's finishing up over here, but the kids just spilt something in the kitchen. You could say, add an area, and it will you can add a section. And it works. I love that part. If you don't mind getting into the app and kind of working with it a little bit, you can really keep this thing going and use it correctly. Okay, it's all done. I like that it speaks to you. It's told me that it's returning to dock. Now I'm trying to include a lot of this footage because yours may act differently and you're like, well, how does it dock? Well, I want to show you that. This is how it docks.
Starting to wash the mop.
It should auto-empty the dustbin after it washes the mop. Now I do know the way. So let's say that was in the detailed review, we're going to do it. I mean, I'm going to put some muddy paw prints, and when it comes back and cleans the mop pads, The only way you're really going to know what's going on is the robot's going to go back and re-mop that area. It sounds a little different. But it's going to go back, and you'll see in here, it'll say re-mopping. Like, you may not catch it. Yeah, the dock sounds, it's quieter, I think. And then you'll hear it spinning the mop pads, and it ramps up the speed of the mop pad. Starts off slow, then it kind of goes zzz. Well, somebody has been trying to avoid me today. She has been out in her doghouse. She just had a bath, and look how dirty you are. We could actually do the muddy paw print with you. Where have you been? It's super hot out and you're outside. Huh? You want a treat? You just had a bath. Here you go. Oh, she's wanting me to play with her. She's bored. She's had a nap and she's like, I'm ready to play. I will. We're just about done. Okay. Here goes the dustbin. Yep, that's pretty quiet.
Resuming cleaning.
Oh, are we getting a remop? Huh. It is a remop. Oh, it is. Look. Remopping. I didn't tell it to remop. So that water must have been dirty. And it's only mopping. It's not vacuuming. That sound went away from that double brush roller. I know, you're gonna get in the way. You're gonna get a pet snap. It's gonna be like, I see a dog. And this is where all the hair comes from. Miss Fiona. She really, really sheds. But that's okay. You're a good dog. So this is a remopping from the, it's definitely the docking station. So it washed that water. Ooh, that's not even very dirty, is it? And it said it was dirty and it needs to go remop. I would expect it to be a little dirtier than that.
Returning to dock.
Now it's coming back to the dock. Now I'm pretty sure it'll do that remopping whenever, even if you aren't in the Smart AI plan. And again, there's those scrapers. That's new. That's supposed to help keep the dock, because that will get pretty dirty. The sediment will stay in the bottom there, but those scrapers are supposed to help.
Starting to wash the mop.
Now the only bad thing is you're gonna use a lot of water. That wasn't too much though. I was expecting there to be a lot more water in there. The next advancement is going to be putting these on water and in a drain. That's going to be so then you never run out of water and it always empties the dirty water into the drain. So that's going to be the next advancement.
Completed.
Okay, it turns on so it finished washing the mop and now it doesn't say it's dehydrating the mop pad, but it's turned the fan on. Now it's very quiet, but you will notice it. But it is one of the quietest ones in the industry. Dream and Roborock have the quietest fans. So again, I did buy this with my own money. I will put a link to it in the show description notes right now. I like it. Got a lot more testing to do. It's awful expensive though. Hopefully it's going to go on sale. It's almost twice the price of that one. So it's definitely not worth twice the money, but maybe. But not really. It's got to go on sale. So just a little heads up, if you ever click on your robot and you get the spinning map and you never see your map, you give it a while, give it a couple minutes. But after a while, if it never shows the map, you're gonna have to uninstall your app and reinstall it. You still log in with your same username and password. But I call it the spinning map, the Roborock spinning map error, because I've had it a bunch. I've had to reinstall and install the Roborock app probably 50 times in the last month. But I do use it on about 4 devices, iPhones, iPads, and I have a bunch of Roborock. So I don't know if it's just me and my internet's not the best, but I would think it would work. And if you click on your little profile in the home, like at the home page where it shows your devices, click the profile, device sharing, that's where you share. You can share with somebody's email or phone number. And I have done that, it does work. They call it smart speakers. Okay, this is where so they're calling these smart speakers now. This is where you hook it up to these. I won't say the names, but the assistants, you know. Okay, I told Miss Fiona we'd go play, so look forward to this video coming soon. As far as the comparisons, I'll be doing a detailed review. Lots more videos coming. I do appreciate everybody's support. So again, if you could like me over on Just a Dad videos on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. I have 2 Facebook pages. One's a group and one's just a Facebook page. And I do free giveaways over there and on my Instagram page. So if you could give a follow there. There's behind the scenes, you know, how I'm doing, what I'm setting up for the day. It's kind of fun, you know, and just kind of, you can ask, it's a one-on-one with me. The Facebook group page is great. There's lots of people posting questions. I answer them. You know, once every 3 or 4 days, I sit down with the Facebook group page, maybe sometimes every day when there's a lot of questions, but it is a way of talking to me and being able to correspond and ask me direct questions, and I try to answer them as best I can. So again, that's a great way. Even on Instagram, I talk to several people on Instagram, on TikTok. TikTok's just a lot of fun, real short videos, but we have a lot of fun over there too, and you can definitely see the behind the scenes, what's going on over there. But these long form videos will be on YouTube. Again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. I do buy these products with my own money. Now, with that said, Ninja did send me the slushie. Now, do I regret getting that? Yes, because it is going against my values of saying I will buy the products with my own money. That way I can give you an honest review. But if there's a way of trusting my heart right now, I would not have reviewed that, even if they sent it to me for free. If it was junk, I wouldn't have reviewed it. I was not required to review it. I was not required to do anything with it. They just sent it to me for free. I didn't sign a contract. I didn't sign anything. Now, I hope you believe me when I say that that is an absolutely amazing product. I would not, again, I wouldn't have done it. And that's going to be going forward. These are products that I believe in. I'm not, you know, I know we never say never, but I'm not going to get into the process of saying things that I don't believe in, because I think that's where I want to resonate on YouTube is eventually I may be sponsored. I may do a sponsored video. I think that's in my future. But I think you can do a sponsored video and be honest. Right now, I could do a sponsored video on that. I mean, Ninja could pay me, and then I could do a video and say, okay, here are the things about it, and I love it. And that would be an honest truth. Now, did I buy it with my own money? No, I didn't. And am I being more biased? I'm trying not to. I really, really am. And when I believe in it, now I have done some videos in the past where I'm like, oh, this thing is not the best. But that was early on. That was 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when I just figuring this out, going, and then it just didn't feel right. And so I had to do that in order to feel that that wasn't right. I mean, I probably knew it, but I'm a person that learns by doing. You've seen my videos. I'm getting into security cameras now, and I don't know a whole lot with them right now, but wow, do I know a lot now by opening the box, using them, doing the videos. I've learned so much on these Eufy security cameras. They are absolutely amazing. And for me, that's the only way I can do it. I have to do it. I have to just do these things and see what goes on and see how I feel, see how it looks. So I've got a direction for the channel. Again, this is far down the future. This is just, and again, I keep my talking to the end. Number one thing, complaint and people love is give me the information that I need, and don't talk. So the talking will always be on the end. And I apologize if this is not a place you want to see it either. But I want to connect with you and tell you my story. I've been sharing my story when I started work. This is my full-time job now. I quit a full-time job. I used to work at the FAA. It was a very, very good job. But I love what I do. And I'm having such a great time. And I want to share my journey with you. And this is just the only way I know how to do it. Turn the camera around, talk to you, be honest, tell you exactly what I'm feeling. I'm halfway clueless with this stuff. I'm learning as I go. I have hired a couple people. There's somebody helping with thumbnails now, video editing, and copywriting, or not, like basically the descriptions and all this stuff on YouTube. So, and again, my wife is helping full time with this job. And I cannot say thank you enough to everybody. I've had so much fun. We're going to continue to have so much fun. I'm really, really starting to get into these robot vacuum cleaners because I think they're the future. There's going to be a bunch of them more in the future. And we need to help people because Roomba is not it. The words need to change. That just needs to change to a robot vacuum cleaner, and there are so many others out there. Now, some of these are getting up to $2,000, and I have bought those with my own money, and it did sting. And I was brutally honest with them. Then I compare them to the next one that's $2,000. So for right now, that is all continuing on. I'm looking forward to the future. I cannot wait. Now I got it in my head. My wife has told me that I don't know how to get off videos. And now it's in my head and I can't do it. And I'm like, she's right. I don't know how to end this. So again, everybody, thank you so much. And please help me, just join the journey with me as we learn. And part of the way I learn is from you. I have learned so much in the comments. People will email me. That's not the best. The comments is probably the best on a really recent video. The comments, email will work. I get a lot of emails because I get a lot of emails from companies wanting to send me free products. These are not big name companies. These are really small companies. A lot of them are from China and that. And I don't have the time for that. So, but I did get a lot of emails in that area. But comments, I've learned so much from everybody. They've helped me with producing my videos. They've helped me with how the videos are made. They've helped me with the quality of the videos. And I just can't say thank you enough. So again, please, if you could hit the like button and subscribe button, that does help out me on the YouTube channel. Again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. If you click on the links below, I am an Amazon and a Walmart affiliate and a Shark Ninja affiliate. So the link may take you to Shark Ninja, may take you to Walmart, may take you to Amazon. If you click on the product won't cost you anymore, but I will get a small commission from the sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. That I am an affiliate with those, and I will get a small commission if you end up buying the product. So again, it won't cost you anymore. And I really, really, really do appreciate the support. So again, talk too much. See you. Bye.